Hello and welcome, and I'm delighted to be sat here on our little Zoom meeting with the fantastic Madge. And Madge, just say hello.
Hello guys, my name is Madge, I'm from Birmingham.
Do you know, I was going to get people to guess which part of the country you're from your accent, but you gave it away, so you're from...
It's one of them dodgy accents, what can I say, it's recognised worldwide.
Yeah, I was reading somewhere that the West Midlands accent is the second unsexiest accent in the world.
I don't know, the girls around here seems to think it's the best accent which I've got. And when I go abroad, you can imagine what happens, I don't know.
Well, what happens abroad stays abroad, obviously.
Exactly, that's why I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, it's not that kind of cool. But anyway, Madge, I'm delighted to join us. So we're obviously talking about the benefits of being part of the group. We acquired TC Cars, as it was known formerly, 2 years ago, when you were there working as, I believe, was it a driver manager or a driver?
Yeah, the position was called a road manager, but he was more liaising with the drivers and things like that on a day-to-day basis. Just dealing with complaints from both sides, office, the driver end, and just dealing with them. If they've had an accident, just help them out the best we could. And since then, obviously my roles have changed a couple of times, thanks to Take Me, of course.
Yeah. So you're now the general manager for what was formerly TC, but also part of the management structure for the whole of the West Midlands, which encompasses direct taxis, Heritage, Premier, to name a few, and obviously future companies coming in on the pipeline. So how have you found the transition going from a family-run business to being part of a national group? Has it been a dramatic change, or have you found that?
It's been a dramatic change in a way positive way than more than we actually thought initially when Take Me took over. Like you said, David, it was a family-run business, and family-run businesses are run on certain things. We work with, say, for example, locally, but now since Take Me brand have taken over, we're a national company. We've got access to so much different stuff which we didn't have before to drive the company in the direction we'd like it to go. And for the last 2 years, I've noticed we've dramatically moved in a more positive direction, and it's been going great ever since. We've got so much access, to say the least. For example, social media, advertising, things like that, which we didn't have on the scale we do now. So yeah, it's been really good for me personally.
I mean, you were your company or TC was the sick man in the group when we initially took over. You just come through COVID. When the previous owner sort of exited without the staff knowing, there was a bit of upheaval there. Driver numbers were down. You'd recently swapped from autocab to iCabby. Drivers didn't like iCabby because Birmingham was very much an autocab town. It was a bit of a mess, and obviously there was no direction there as a company. It was overstaffed because it was still geared up to 400 or 500 cars when you'd actually gone below 200 cars at that point. So for us, it meant a lot of cleaning up, a lot of pain, new management structure that we could work with, and so on and so on. So, but now I'm pleased to tell you TC's actually one of the fastest growing companies within the group. I mean, everyone is organically growing now. Drivers are coming back. We've all been hitting hard on the recruitment trail, and TC actually is one of the stars within the group, because you've got to a point where the staff you have are excellent. And I don't just say that because they're on this call. They are excellent. They're outperforming a lot of UK staff at other sites. The management is friendly. You're doing lots of working well as a team, lots of team building events. So, and that's down to obviously yourself, Jade, and the team around you. So Where do you think the future will go for TC? Because at the current levels, you're growing and growing. How do you think the next couple of years will be?
David, from like you said before, COVID, misdirection of the business, people weren't happy, etc. From what we was to what we are now, we're in a great position. Like you said, we got friendly staff, management, we got an open door policy. What we've achieved so far is part of our long-term plan. So we've got a lot of things in play. Our main is we're looking to get more contracts. We're in talks with a few contract companies that we're looking to get work from. That will automatically generate drivers as well as work. So, and the more our systems are linking up with other companies throughout the UK, that can only mean that we are growing as a group as opposed to just the West Midlands going forward. And I think it will help us dramatically. We're spending a lot of time and money onto recruitment, advertising for more work. So I think in about 6 months' time, we'll be in a totally brand new area, and we'll have grown by then as well. And then we'll pick up another challenge to just keep growing.
Yeah. So before Take Me, the only bit of the taxi world you knew was your little corner of England there in the Solihull and so on. In the last 2 years, it's been great pleasure to see you at events with us, whether it be PHGM, Taxi Summit, and of course you've been visiting different sites in Stoke and Crewe. And what is the thing that you've got out of that experience meeting other owners, and has it broadened your horizons?
Absolutely. I love visiting other sites, especially the shows you mentioned we go to. You meet new people, interesting people. You have a conversation. What may work for you doesn't work for them. And certain sites I've been to, I've met some rather enthusiastic people where they've shared a lot of ideas, and I've come away with them ideas and put our ideas together, and we've come up with something better which we can implement across the group. But I must say, Crewe was one of the best offices I went to. Very efficient, and a great system in place. So thank you.
Great people there. So I'm glad you like Crewe. And, obviously, I'm going to use the edit button a lot. Well, Madge, it's been fascinating talking to you. Madge, it's been great.
It's been a pleasure, and thank you to the whole of Take Me group.
Yeah, no, it's a delight to work with you, Madge, and thank you for all the hard work you've done there at Birmingham.
Thank you.